Cadence. Brytknee. Calligula. Callidora. Katie. Cadence. Brytknee. Calligula. Callidora. Katie. Choose your character. Cadence. Brytknee. Calligula. Callidora. Katie. Cadence. Brytknee. Calligula. Callidora. Katie. Choose your character. Cadence. Good evening. My name is Callidora Lambros, and I am the daughter of Medusa. I would like to formally apologize as I do feel myself rather tired. I'm probably going to yawn at least a couple of times. Anyway, here we are. Chat has decided I am to use the Cadence for my playthrough, so we are going to be Lady Vtubing. That's just our life right now. How is everybody doing? A very warm welcome to Imicron, Frog God 987, NC00FF, or NCOOF if you prefer. And a second welcome to Frog God 987 because he gets uppity when I don't read him twice. Regardless, here we are in Dark Souls 2. That is our first order of business. We will not be putting on any armor. We will be wearing clothing that I think looks nice, not armor that protects us. We will not be using a shield. We will be hitting things until they die. That is our game plan, and we are going to stick with it. In terms of fighting the crystal lizard on the right here, ordinarily I would, but we do not have the Cadence we require, and there's no purpose in doing so. We don't need his drops for any reasons. Would you believe I've beaten the game using only fists before, NC? I adore Dark Souls 3. I probably have 300 hours in it. Don't know why I ran over here. I'm just so used to fighting people too. That being said, I did not do the speedrunner starting item. The speedrunner starting item is the flame gem, so you can enhance a weapon with it and breeze through early game. I didn't do that. I'm not going to need that. I'm going to punch things again, and we're going to put a heavy gem on our fists eventually. I don't remember where the earliest place you can acquire a heavy gem is, but it shouldn't be too far. Come on. Easy. Easy. 5 fire bombs, which we will make judicious. How is that word pronounced? Again, I'm sorry, English is not my first language. Judicious? I believe that's how it's pronounced. We will make judicious use of fire bombs on the first boss, as his phase 2 is very, very weak to fire. As is all Puss of Van. Judicious. I thought so. Alright. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate it. So used to my mob where there's a little goob in the corner there. That's very fair, NC. That's very, very fair. I usually go with the life ring because it's helpful, and it makes things a little bit easier for early game. It's more of a comfy item than a very, very good item. It's like picking up quick eating in Monster Hunter World. Oh my, he actually hit me. That's quite surprising. I'm sorry, I'm shameful. I actually let Udex Gundyr hit me. Oh, he's a lot less weak to those than I thought. Oh god, Estus Flask barely restores anything. I guess that's decent damage. But our axe does just as much. And he's done. So we will get shocked if we die. We're not going to die very often, chat. I'm talented and skilled at this video game. So our Cadence lie in the sewers of the undead parish, if memory serves. That will probably take us maybe an hour to get to, maybe half an hour. But rest assured, we will be heading there as quickly as we can. Now, we can kill the master to get the Uchi Katana, but I have no need of the Uchi Katana. That being said, my favorite outfit in the game is the Firekeeper set, which you get from the little tower behind the master. So we could fight him, but I would rather save as much content as possible for when we actually have our Castus. I think that's fair. If we're trying to do a Castus run, waiting until we have the Castus to do things. Ember. Selling the katana. Well, you can get the Uchi without the key and see. Because he just spawns out in front of it. And I believe the key is 10k. See? He's just right there. Ah, the sewers. Okay. Well, you can access the sewers without that key. The Castus are in the upper sewers near the giant rat, rather than the lower sewers that you need a key to access. And then, of course, there's the one-way door. However, I'm not too worried about it. Regardless, how was everybody's day? Today is the first day in months that I've had off. It was weird. I didn't really know what to do with myself. So I basically just wasted time until stream. I wouldn't even say it was time I enjoyed wasting, because if you enjoy wasting it, it's not wasted time. But that was not the case. I just really killed time. I watched some YouTube videos and played a little bit of Fire Emblem. That's about it.
Ashen one.
We need to Estus. Estus. Fixed your PlayStation 4? That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Alright, this is fine.
Well, item to very then
Acknowledge sovereign souls. We usually like to go to 1,000 base hit points, and then we never touch that ever again. So that's what we'll be working on. Although we are embered, so 1,000 is going to be something like 1,200 for base. But we won't do that for now. We won't do that for now. We're just going to level up to 1,000 with Ember until we lose our Ember, and then worry about Strength, because Strength is the only stat that we care about. If we have leftover points after reaching 40 Strength, because 40, for those of you who don't know, is what we call a soft cap, meaning points invested in Strength beyond that point will not be very helpful. So I think once we hit 40 Strength, we're going to maybe go back to HP, or possibly invest in Stamina. I think Stamina would be the better choice. We're very prepared in this game, in case you couldn't tell by me sprinting through it. I'm feeling good about this. I'm predicting there will be maybe 2 shocks this stream. I'm not predicting any specific deaths. I just feel like I'm going to get killed by something that should have been avoidable. Twice. I'm going to say 2 to 5. That is my assessment. It's 2 to 5 shocks. Because regardless of how skilled you are at Dark Souls, you can always lose to some fun mechanics that you shouldn't have lost to. Less so in DS3 compared to DS1, but
Remind yourself that
I
overconfidence
didn't
is a
say I was
slow
going
and
to do a
insidious killer.
deathless frog god, alright? This might kill us. I've struggled with him before, but we're also not going for the claymore in the corner, or whatever that is in the bottom, in back right, so we should be fine, I guess? Ah, damn it. We do desperately need the drop from the mimic there. Ay, that was embarrassing. I'm sorry that you had to see that. The mimic drop is quite helpful, but we're gonna go get the bonfire first. Because of an abundance of caution, more than I think we're going to need 4 Estus to take it down. A straight sword? That's very fair. There are a lot of really, really good weapons in DS3. I would say that's one of the things that attracts me to DS3 more so than DS1 or Elden Ring, is all of the weapons are incredibly fun, and they're all pretty viable, I would say. He's trying. Oh, he made it up. Hello. Goodbye. I'm gonna jump on him. He didn't see that coming, chat. And I didn't see his dodge coming, so we both surprised each other. This kind of thing happens. This kind of thing happens sometimes. I would like to kill the thief before we go kill the offered them. There we are. Fair trade, exactly. I wouldn't want to be unfair towards the non-player characters of this game. That would be just cruel, would it not? Was he? Oh yeah, okay. Come on down. I was so confident I could beat him hitless. Alas. Give me that deep battle axe, please. Dodge hit, dodge hit. That's how you fight mimics in this game. I could get greedy and go for multiple hits, but that would be greedy. If he does a little stumble, you can get extra hits in. That was actually a really close one. The hitbox on his hug is really, really janky, so sometimes you can get grabbed even when you shouldn't. There we go. Easy. Hitless. Again, it was more of an abundance of caution than a belief that we would need it. And now we have a deep battle axe, which is a battle axe with a dark infusion. So the scaling is slightly worse, but we gain some bonus damage. Unfortunately, things like the Puss of Man resist dark. To the best of my knowledge, Vort does not. It was the first boss we fight, if you don't count the tutorial boss. Excuse me? Disrespectful. My goodness. My goodness, I was not anticipating such blatant disrespect in this game. I'm of the opinion that I deserve to be respected. Chat, would you guys agree? Or would you disagree? Ah, God. We need a better Estus Flask. This is pathetic. This is pathetic, the amount of heals we get off this. Thank you, Frog God. got a raw gem, which I believe removes all scaling but increases the base damage a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. So not great, but not terrible. There's a Estus Flask shard that we need to acquire. Yes, yes. Okay. Where's the ambush point? I know there's someone who jumps at it. Maybe it was just that guy? I guess so. Okay, this guy has given me troubles in previous playthroughs. Oh, come on. Everything in this game can be infused. We, however, are going to give it the heavy infusion, which increases its strength scaling. I will say, I'm used to playing through this game with a friend, and usually what we would do for subsequent playthroughs is we would have our endgame characters come in and drop the items we wanted for our next playthrough. You might consider that to be cheating, but oftentimes it wasn't anything that was overpowered. It was just like, oh, I want this specific shield or this specific outfit to do a cosplay or something along those lines. And that was quite fun. Alas, I have nobody to drop me a Castus. Only pickaxe playthrough? I've never done one of those. Oh. Froze for just 2 seconds there. I've done some gimmicky playthroughs, but never a pickaxe only. I've always wanted to do a claw only playthrough, but unfortunately you pick up the claws pretty deep into the game. Eesh. Eesh. And that's a death. Yes. All is well. All is well. All is well. All is well, Chad. Can I pick up anything we can sell? He does right now, let's see. Unfortunately. I knew when I fell down that that was going to be an issue. You never want to just plunge straight into the middle of them. I mean, unfortunately, Frog God. No. Frog God is watching the, I'm streaming the game to him directly over Discord, so he doesn't have the delay. And when I die, he shocks me. Hello, Eclipse. Does the shock hurt badly? Very, very much so. I am not built for this sort of thing. I am most decidedly not. I could do a better job of handling it than Miss Harper. But I'm not built for this. Our Estus is pathetic. This area can be a little tricky because you do get mobbed if you're not careful. So you want to aggro them and draw them out first. There we are. Well, you'll notice, my snake here, I'm not exactly a human. I am, in fact, the daughter of Medusa, which would make me a Gorgon. But I suppose your point is valid. Gorgons are not built for shocks either. Ugh. Oh, I forgot to kill them. Oh, is Grey Rat your favorite? It's also not how it's spelled. I'm sorry to be that person, but Grey Rat is spelled G-R-E-I-R-A-T. Oh my goodness gracious. That's some damage. That is some damage. My body is not scaled, Eclipse. I in fact have the shock collar around my inner thigh, as putting it around your neck is dangerous to your spinal column. So it's around my inner thigh, which is soft, meaty flesh. Oh hey, we'll take a great axe that we can't equip. Actually, this does 96 and 96, so this is still better. We just need to put some points into strength so we can equip it. More like Great Rat? I suppose I'll agree with that. He is a rather great rat. And now we can free him. Do we need to fight the Winged Knight? We really don't. We'll grab the Ember. Not that we're gonna need it. But we're not gonna fight him. I would rather not. Unfortunately, we're under no obligation to do so. We do serve the rat community, NC. Yeah, that's why they strongly recommend you don't put a shock collar around a human being's neck, or Gorgon's neck in this case. The way to handle it is the meatier parts of your bodies. Breasts, thighs, legs, anywhere you could buy from a assorted Kentucky Fried Chicken basket. I tried to say Colonel Sanders basket and Kentucky Fried Chicken basket at the same time. It didn't work out. We do serve the Gothic community here. As you can tell, we are absolutely coated in Gothic fluids. This is what it looks like when you've serviced a Gothic woman. When did that start? Ah, gods, I don't remember. I believe it was on Cadence's birthday? No, it was before that. Shortly before Cadence's birthday, right? Or perhaps shortly after. But Cadence was walking around a swap meet, which for those of you who don't know is like a flea market, and unprompted, a sneaker seller told her that he serves the Gothic community. And, well, we serve the Gothic community, chat. That's very true too. So if you have small breasts, I would not recommend it. But if your breasts are large enough to wrap the collar around the breasts themselves rather than your chest, go for it. Although that sounds incredibly painful, and I would never do that to myself. Now you know. I believe there's a clip of it. It was on YouTube only, unfortunately. So there can't be a Twitch clip, and YouTube clips are a little odd. But it's possible there's a clip of it floating around. I would be surprised if there weren't. Ugh. Yes, also on the soundboard. That's very true. The soundboard that is not currently working. Yeah. I don't think I've ever done research on such a thing with clips. I would hope for the sake of humanity that nobody has done much research on that. But I know in my heart, there's a study somewhere. Aggro 1 so we don't have to fight both at once. Come on. Oh. That's what I was anticipating. I was really hoping to get away without popping a flask before the forge fight. Ugh. He hits us one more time, though we die, so... Ugh. Better safe than sorry, as they say. The old lady? Oh, early dancer? I have never done early dancer because I've never seen the need for it. I suppose if you're trying to do a claws-only playthrough, that would be helpful. Yes, I did hear about that eclipse, which sounds terrible. I imagine the principles would be similar to an air fryer. But with air fryer, there's constant maintenance when you're making fried chicken. You have to open it, flip it, spray it with olive oil, all kinds of things. It's much less of a plug-and-play solution. But KFC realized this and promptly stopped their plans. They got all of the marketing they needed from the idea without actually having to commit to it. Where's the Swordmaster? Do you have to kill the Swordmaster for a summon site here? Huh. I did not know that. The dancer can be really rough for a first playthrough, but once you sort of understand what's going on, she's not too difficult if you have a big enough sword. So she's going to be incredibly challenging for a Cadence run. So is, Pontiff Sullivan is going to be incredibly challenging with Cadence. 31 damage. Come now. That's gonna hit us, unless we're fast. Which we are. Wonderful. One more hit. One more hit. There we are. And there is Vort of the Boreal Valley. Down. Chat, you want to see something really cool? We're gonna go do some level ups. Alex Sori, thank you so much for the follow. I very much appreciate it. Let's... Hello. Give me some more. Again, we hit 1,000 base health. Well, let's do strength so we can hopefully equip our axe.
Farewell, Ashen One.
I'm not a big fan of the Board Hammer. It's alright. Right, look at that, we got our axe. I would describe the Vort Hammer as alright more than anything. Alex Sorry, thank you so much for the YouTube follow as well. Mwah. For what it's worth, we are trying to grow our YouTube over our Twitch. That being said, next week there will be a stream on neither Twitch nor YouTube. Please go ahead and join the Discord if you haven't already, because Cadence Harper is going to be streaming an H game,
Farewell, I should make.
meaning something not suitable for YouTube or Twitch. You're a married man? My apologies. I didn't do anything by it. I know. I know. Let's see. Reinforcements. That's very fair. I think my single favorite weapon in the game is the Exile Greatsword, followed by the Black Knight's Great Axe. They're both wonderful weapons. Honestly, I tend to go for the biggest weapon that gods will allow. However, in this case, chat has limited me to the Caestus. Which are unfortunately incredibly small. Ow. What is the biggest weapon in DS3? Well, it depends on what you mean by biggest. If you mean pure strength scaling? Shoot. I don't actually know what weapon has the single highest strength scaling in DS3. I feel as though I should, but I don't. If we're talking the longest, it would probably be the washing pole katana or one of the spears. If we're talking physically largest, it would be Smo's Great Hammer, which is definitely a contender for highest strength scaling in the game. It's got good scaling. It's got good strength scaling. See, here's the thing, Eclipse. I despise Dark Souls 2 with every little fiber of my being. I hate that game so very much. So I'm perfectly alright if they changed a moveset or two. Bye. Best Souls 2 5 ever? You're welcome to your opinion. Even if mine differs, you're more than welcome to have your opinion. I would never be so crass as to say your opinion is wrong. What does that even mean? How could somebody have a wrong opinion when it's your belief? That phrase has never really made sense to me. My dearest friend is quite fond of that phrase, for better or for worse, but I've never understood it. Welcome back, Assorted Usurper. I hope you're doing well. I will never stream DS2 again. You guys had your 3 hours that I believe Miss Harper was streaming. I will never stream it. Miss Harper will never stream it again. Brytknee would not be able to beat the first enemy, I believe, in the Souls-like game. Then again, she did beat another Crab's Treasure. There is some strength there. Oh, speaking of wrong opinions, I suppose I must leave now. Fare thee well. Hi guys, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Anarkitty47. I do hot girl stuff. Oh fuck yeah, we're playing DS3. This is actually my favorite video game. Like, period. I fucking love DS3. Oh shit, and we're using the Great Axe? Callie knows what's up. Callie knows what's up. DS2 is acceptable in your opinion? DS2 is fucking trash, NC. DS2 is one of the worst games ever made, and if you like it, I legitimately think you need to reevaluate how you judge video games, and possibly maybe even go back to school and take some remedial classes on taste, because that game is so fucking garbage, alright? DS2 is one of the worst games ever made. The enemies are uninteresting. The attacks are boring. There's only like 2 enemy types in the whole game. All of the weapons are very, very boring, and some of the mechanics actively work against the game's core design principles. How could anybody honestly think that that game is even remotely acceptable is fucking beyond me. Alright. Also, it's nice to meet you, NC. My name's Anarchitty, like I said. My name's Anarchitty, and listen, Eclipse, just because you found a way to make the game slightly less shit doesn't mean that it's still not shit. If a game is shit, unless you do one specific thing that you're not required to do, then it's a shit game, alright? But yeah, for those of you who don't know me, Frog, you're not fucking new. For those of you who don't know me, I'm a new streamer here at OneWomanCorpo. I'm still waiting to get a live 2D before I do my own streams, but I'm kind of a shut-in. I don't really leave the house because I don't have friends, and I don't like going to the mall, or I don't know, I don't like doing shit alone, honestly. And since I don't have friends, that means I spend all of my time at home, alone. So, I hope at least you guys will be my friends. Like, you're not obligated to, obviously, and you can't force somebody to be your friend, but I'm literally so lonely that it hurts in my chest sometimes at night. Last night, I cried a little before I fell asleep because of how lonely I was. You can only hug the same body pillow so many times. My favorite midnight snack? What the fuck is my favorite midnight snack? I don't really do snacking. I like my strawberry monsters. I like basically any pink monster. Like, I'm not super picky when it comes to monsters, but the pink monster is my favorite. In terms of like an actual snack, I don't fucking know. Lay epic bacon time. God, you guys remember when bacon was like a personality trait? I'm so glad that people don't do that. What character is in that body pillow? I'm assuming you mean on, and you know, that's something I haven't really discussed with chat, I guess, actually. I know Brytknee really likes Sasuke Uchiha, Cadence obviously likes Xenomorph, Callidora likes Hercules, and wouldn't you know it, I have an anime waifu. And here's the thing, when I say waifu, I mean waifu. I mean, like, she's my one and only, and I would never fucking replace her, and fucking... I would never look at some other seasonal fucking bitch and be like, oh, I love her so much, holy shit. No, fuck off. She's my one and only, and I love her so much. Suck Name Madoka from Madoka Magica. She's the kind of person I really wish I could be. I wish I could be somebody who's nice and good and caring and gentle and pretty and pink, but pink doesn't suit me as a color, and I'm a horrible, horrible fucking person who deserves to die, so, you know, she's aspirational, even though I know I could never hold a fucking candle to her. And if she were real and I could be with her, then, you know, maybe I would have a reason to get up in the morning to try to make an effort to be a better person instead of just living with who I am, but I don't see the purpose, and I'm sorry, I really don't want to fucking sit here all depressed. I really don't want to just sit here all depressed. It's really, I'm just trying to fucking talk about my life, and if my life happens to be depressing, that's sort of a separate issue, isn't it? Oh, hey, the spiked mace. That's a pretty cool weapon. I'm just a fan of big swingy weapons, you know? Thanks, Sonya. You're super sweet. I guess that's what I should say. You're really, really nice to say that, but I wouldn't consider this to be wearing pink. It's like a pink accent or something. Some bitch. Does that not go up? Oh, fuck off. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thanks for the hydration redeem. I got my monster here. Explain the channel? Oh yeah, I guess if you're new here, okay, bye NC. I'm sorry if I depressed you, or if you're leaving because you don't want to listen to me anymore. I was just kind of talking and sharing what's on my mind. It was nice meeting you though. I hope I can get to know you a little bit better in the future, okay? But yeah, for those of you who are new here, OneWomanCorpo is a channel where there's Eclipse. Thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. Shit. SA told me when somebody follows, I have to like pretend to kiss them. I mean, is that something you really even want? I mean, I guess you gotta do what you gotta do to appease the fans, and I'm not gonna make you say that you want it, because that'd be kind of weird, you know? Like, you're not allowed to say that you want it, even if you do want it. It's like money, you know, you're not allowed to say, I want to make $100 billion from this job, even though everybody does. Like when they ask you what wage you want, obviously you want the most money you can possibly fucking get, but you're not allowed to say that. Anyway, Eclipse. I don't know, I've never kissed somebody, so I don't know how to peek at you. I guess I've kissed my body pillow, but that's usually very silent. It's just like, you know, and you guys can't even probably hear that on the mic. But yeah, so there are 5 different girls that all stream on this channel. My name is Anarchitty Callie. This is Callidora's stream. People call her Callie. Oh, I fucking love Monster Hunter, actually. Monster Hunter World, I probably have like 600 hours in. I fucking adore Monster Hunter World. Oh my god, dude. Holy shit. Straight up, I would suck the producer's cock. And listen, I never sucked a cock before, and cocks are maybe a little scary and intimidating. I don't care. For the fucking Dark Souls guy, on my knees, ready to go. But yeah, there are a bunch of people who stream here, and I'm one of them. Have I considered doing a DS3 full playthrough, no commentary? That's literally so mean, Usurper. Like, I don't even really know how to process that. Like, I'm out here, I'm trying to be entertaining. I'm sorry that I'm not doing a good job. I'm trying my best, alright? Fucking sorry. Fuck. You don't have to say that kind of thing to me, alright? Fuck. Assorted. I'm gonna give you a chance to apologize, and if you don't, Frog God is gonna time you out for a minute. Is that, honestly... You know what, Assorted? I can't even fucking say what I'd normally say, because... I mean, it got me banned on Twitter, which is why I have to use the OneWomanCorpo account now, and obviously get that banned too, so... Doing a great job? Okay, sorted. Okay, I don't think it was a very funny joke, but as long as you're just joking, I guess. I mean, I kind of feel like a lot of people do that when they bully, is, they don't, like, really realize how much it actually hurts somebody, or they just don't want to realize. So they just say, oh, it's just a joke, bro. It's just a prank, bro. When they don't realize that it actually, like, hurts, you know? I don't know, I was bullied all through school. That's probably one of the reasons fucking Christ, the amount of flasks. One of the reasons I don't have any fucking friends. Alright, what's the play here, lads? What do we got? We got some embers, but I don't want to pop those. We don't have any blessings. Fuck. Hi, Dr. Doom. Welcome in. Thanks, Lokami. That's really sweet of you. Okay, I'm sorry, Eclipse. You asked me what my main was. I wish I could say bow, because I play support bow sometimes because it makes me feel like Madoka. Oh, insert name here. Thank you so much for the follow. I really, really appreciate it. No, I'm sorry. I need to do better than that. How do you do it? Is it like you suck your own lips? Like, ow. No, that just sounds like a click, like. That one wasn't bad. I hope one of those attempted kisses was okay for you. I'm trying my best. But yeah, I would like to say that I main bow, but in reality I main the greatsword. And I played around a little bit with the hunting horn, but it's really not for me. I don't know, I like Unga Bunga weapons, and you can't... Fuck, shit, fuck, god, fuck, shit, damn, fuck. We already ate the Estus soup, didn't we? Did we waste it? I'm gonna go check. But, yeah, I like big swingy weapons, so I use the greatsword. What about you, Eclipse? What do you main?
Hello there.
Hi there, Alex, sorry. Fuck! We already ate the soup! Fuck, I'm killing myself. Fuck it. You know, fuck it. Fuck, we can't even pop an ember. Fucking Christ. See, there's like a bonfire literally right past her. Like, if we could kill her. Oh yeah, it's been 10 minutes, so I gotta go. You could summon me with Redeems on Twitch, or if you're on YouTube. I don't know, I feel like there should be something in place for the YouTube friends. I don't know, maybe I'll talk to Nisei about that. But anyway, it was really nice getting a chance to meet some of you guys. I'm still kind of hurt by what Sordid Usurper said, but I'll try not to hold it against you, okay? It was nice meeting you guys, and I guess bye for now, okay? Okay, bye. And we're back. I do hope AK wasn't too AK. I know she has some very strong opinions about Dark Souls 2, and I hope she didn't make them your problem. Chat. Hello, Sonia. Welcome in, Dr. Doom as well. I'm sorry. Hello, Barebones. Well, oh, shoot. AK really left us in a bit of a pickle here. There's a bonfire just beyond her, but we have no health, no flasks. I suppose it's within the realm of possibility we could knife and bomb her to death, but that seems incredibly unlikely. No, that's not gonna happen. I think we can sneak around the back. Nope. I'll be sure to pass that along. That's no worries. What are you fighting, if you don't mind me asking? I believe AK mains Gunlance in the mobile app. Shit! We're alright. We're okay. Don't let it bother you. I said 2 to 5, Frog God. I'm going to blame Anna or Kitty for that one. Your rituals and ogre deeds. It's for everybody. See. I see. And that said, and he picked up his hammer and saw. Okay, we desperately need undead bone shards, but those seem difficult to come across. I can think of where a few are, but they're all quite far away. And we are skipping much of the optional content. That's Firelink Shrine and Andrea the Storage, Sangha. Yes, that's correct. This game ignores DS2 the way everybody should, because DS2 is made by different people, so they don't really acknowledge it at all. Very well, Crawl. I suppose it would just be farewell at that point. He's not going to be very well. He's a corpse, as they say. Oh, Miss Heretical Evangelicist. Evangelicist. Damn it. So much bleed from a single hit. So if she strikes us again, I think we will proc and will die. Yes, there we go. Get the bear hug. Plenty of cooldown on that. We desperately need undead bone shards, chat. Does anybody happen to know the locale of the first one we can acquire? I don't believe there's anything worth getting over that bridge. There's the flame ring, if I'm not mistaken, but we don't need that. Fire club ring, specifically. And what else? I suppose that would technically be slightly faster to get our cases, but I feel more comfortable going this way. Hello, Jason Jelly. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing quite well, in fact. Why is everything so fast? That's just how Dark Souls 3 is. We burn Estus charges so quickly. I'm glad to hear, Jason Kelly. How's your day been thus far? What have you been up to, if you don't mind me asking? I said this earlier, but I had a day off for the first time in ages and wasn't quite sure what to do with myself. I also said this earlier, but I'll say it again. Next week, there will be a stream exclusive to the Discord, so make sure you've joined it if you haven't already. Our dearest mod Frog God is going to link it in Twitch chat, then YouTube chat. Although on YouTube you can just scroll down to the description. Thank you, Bare Bones. That's quite sweet of you to say. You'll notice I did not take as many hits as Miss AK did. She likes to say that she's peerless at video games, but she's skilled. Don't get me wrong. But yes, it is a Discord exclusive stream, Usurper, because it's going to be a game that Twitch and YouTube both frown upon due to not safe for work content. The bleed buildup is crazy. Welcome in, Inochi? Inochi. Inu. Start. Ino. Ino? Ino. Maybe boar. Chi. I'm not sure about. I know my way around this game. I'm very pleased to meet you as well. How has your day been, Inochi? My day has been well enough. Oh my goodness, it's a great sight, which is actually very, very good in this game. Ah, shoot, shoot! We're alright. A little alarming, but we're fine. Very alarming, but we're fine. Whew. Anyway, we have a date with a large rat to acquire our castus. Inochi, like the restaurant Chi-Chi's? I've never heard of that restaurant. Yes, Inochi. We should get the chloranthy ring. We'll do that. We will be using the restorative power of the grass crest shield, my beloved. Because you'd be a fool not to if we don't shield this playthrough. Shoot, I really expected that to Oko. It's a Hispanic restaurant, I see. I see. I'm personally partial to, Greek food, as you might imagine. Right. Okay. Shoot. No. Miss A does indeed own it, but none of us have touched it, as far as I'm aware. It's possible Miss AK has. We haven't really had a time to go over her gaming experience the way I would like to. I assume Miss A did, but I'm not familiar. I don't believe that he's touched it anyway. Oh, damn it all! Fine. Of course, the second we pop the ember, we end up not having needed it. Ugh. Come on. One might describe him as a jerk, Sonia. I would say that is a very apt description of a man who attempts to murder you with a large cauldron full of viscera. Come on. fireballs where? Is it going to follow us in? Evidently. Oh, welcome in, Airy. I hope you're doing well. Always glad to see you. Getting ready to ask me a question. In fact, I'm getting ready to get rid of this axe, Airy. My thoughts on fruit snacks. I can't say that I have very strong thoughts on fruit snacks, Frog God. I suppose they're good. I know that Katie adores them, so I always associate fruit snacks with her. Why do you ask if you don't mind me asking? So all of these. All of these. All of these. Trousers, gloves.
Passion 1.
You're having some. Well, how are they treating you? Rob? Are they treating you in a way that you would like to be treated?
Very well.
We are limited to using castus as soon as we pick them up. So we're on our way to go find the castus, as you might imagine. And then we're just going to dual wield them for the whole game. We're going to find a nice outfit. I'm still not sure what. Probably the Firekeeper set, or maybe the rags I kind of like. And we're just going to punch things until they die. And should I die, I am to receive an electric shock in order to motivate me. And yes, but children often like additional sugar in their treats. So they can be nice for getting some fruit into a picky child who would not otherwise indulge. Although most fruit is so sweet, I can't imagine needing more sugar. But I suppose I'm not a child now. Sonia, you have a tendency to assume the worst, medically speaking. They are the puppy dog twins. That was puppy, and that's dog. Just try and hug me. Yes. I would rather not, Miss Heretical Evangelicist. She sounds like Miss Harper saying come to me like that. I'm sorry, that was a crude joke. You guys deserve better. That sounds truly vile, usurper. If you enjoy it, more power to you, but I can't think of anything that would rather eat less off the top of my head. Perhaps tripe? I'm not a tripe kind of girl. Sonia, look away. And here we are. Now I expect to die more, as I'm not practiced with the cases. Do they even have a plunging attack? It's called a tactical retreat, so we can hit them with a plunging attack, Frog God. Ay, nasty, nasty creatures. Sonia, I told you to look away. Isn't perseverance super busted? What is perseverance? Oh, boost poise. I'm not sure. I've never used it before, but if you say it's busted, I will try it out, Eclipse. Okay, so now we need to kill... We don't actually need to kill a curse rod at grade 3, as I shan't be using any of its gear. Or even the, transposing kill. I think I still will, just because it'd feel weird to do a playthrough where I don't kill it. Okay, these are actually pretty solid. These are actually pretty solid. Aish. Aish. I didn't much care for Elden Ring. I thought all the weapons were kind of bland. Sonia, I promise you, there's no reason to discuss that sort of thing in my chat. I promise you. Sonia, I told you to look away. If you didn't, that's your own prerogative, but that doesn't mean you can blame me. Please hold down. It's too big to fit? Yes, a lot of people don't know that, Usurper. But I believe in the latest scientific and medical journal, they published a whole study about the health benefits of hitting rats with your fists until they stop moving. I'm surprised Sonia hasn't heard of it. Oh my goodness. Why am I even going this way if we're fighting the Curse Rod at grade 3? Curse is going to be really annoying if Caste is +0. We could come back. Oh god, so don't stagger him. Chat, if they don't stagger him, what hopes do I have of overcoming such a large and deadly foe? But I could make him attack. Or it's too shy. Oh, no.
What is it now?
Igon, are you just going to let this happen? Really? Igon, please help. Igon! Wow. Wow. Just gotta get up in there. Yep. Oh, I dropped something. Eyeballs. Thought I'd show you all a frame or two of my eyeballs. Wait, not yet. It is in the films. Harry. It is in the films. That being said, I've yet to watch any zombie scented films aside from Zombieland. I find horror often to be off-putting. I would rather not see gore or to feel bad after consuming media, and typically horror movies are designed to showcase both of those things. No. I am only half broken, so I have to really focus if I want to petrify somebody. And as of yet, you've given me absolutely no reason to petrify you. I am not. Cadence Harper is, Aaron. Common misconception, but we are indeed different people. We are indeed different people. Alright, let's go get our tails handed to us. Alright. We need the chloranthy ring, and I think there's a Estus item around here.
No! But I've waited! Well, it's too late now. I, Sigurd of the Knights of Calligula, fight by your side.
I'm sorry, Sigurd. I cannot assist you with this endeavor. Harry, I'm out of flasks. I can't heal. Were I to attempt to help Sigurd of the Knights of Catarina, I too would perish. And what sense is there in 2 preventable deaths? Dying with honor, I would rather not get shocked. Ordinarily, I would leap once more into the fray and do anything for my boy. However, I would rather not get hit with an electric shock. Oh! All is well. All is well. All is well. Whew. I'm under no obligation to do this with fists. I just asked chat what I should do, and they picked fists. I'm not obligated to do this. I mean, they're fine when when there's some weights to them and the enemy will flinch, but not so much when there's a large enemy. Maybe we'll do another Black Knight Great Axe playthrough. Those are fun. But then it becomes a question of how quickly can you acquire a Black Knight Great Axe? And I believe the answer is not very quickly. I don't believe you would serve them. Oh, he didn't fall down again? Inconceivable. Just gonna go. Just gonna go. Just gonna go. Just gonna go. I want to send this back down. Alright, Sigurd of the Knights of Catarina. I, Callidora Lambros, last daughter of Medusa, shall fight by your side, and together we can overcome any obstacle. including but not limited to this large demon. Ideally.
No! You have waited. Well, it's too late now.
Gods,
Katerina, fight by your side.
I need to be able to do more damage than this. And some more range would be quite nice. Aish. There we are.
That would we but to your
Long may the sun shine, Sigurd.
Well, yeah.
Long sun. Oh, they're starting. Frog God, would you be a dear and check how early and moreover where we can acquire the Black Knight's Great Axe? I imagine you've never played this game, so I imagine you don't know early. So if you could just tell me where the Black Knight's Great Axe is located, I would be ever so grateful. I adore Sigurd of the Knights of Katarina. I do miss Solaris Storm. I'd have to be a monster to not miss him, but still. Untended graves. Smoldering lay. Ay. So those are both pretty late game. I guess Smoldering Lake, consider mid game. I hate these two so very much. Saying Chadward just makes me think of the handsome Squidward, Mei. We're thinking of the Black Knight's Greatsword. Allegedly, Smoldering Lake as well has the axe. Because this is not happening. Can I get by you? Can I swoosh on by you, please? Can I? I'm not taking a shock for that one. I refuse to take a shock for that one. The corner bash is much more of a problem in this game than it was in PS1. Let's fall back on our old standard and see how well this performs against the heretical Adventists. It doesn't perform great, but it performs light years ahead of the Castus. Full PL with weapon? Wouldn't it be valid if a friend drop it? Yes, but I'm not certain that anybody has a completed save file ready to drop a Black Knight's Great Axe. I do have a completed file that I believe I have a completed file that I could drop it on, but at the same time, I wouldn't want to force a viewer to jump through those hoops if they weren't willing. Eclipse. So I guess this is my weapon until I pick that one up. A shame, really. If I reach Rosaria, I could technically make this a pyromancy playthrough. My favorite sword for pyromancy is actually near Rosaria, but then I would want the demon scar, and that would be an enormous pain to get. I suppose I wouldn't need that. No worries. I think DS3 is the best example of the Souls-like genre, by far. Okay, this is good. We have a proper weapon. Oh my goodness, come on. Garbage. Yes, which is DLC, which can be accessed fairly early on, I believe. How do you walk to there? I don't quite remember, actually. Things in this game hit a lot harder than I remember. I suppose that's a consequence of having so many flask charges. Well, fine. If you don't want to fight, we won't. If she doesn't want to fight, I have no desire to either. No, you do not, Eclipse. Again, I don't remember the exact way to enter the ring city, but I remember it being fairly early, or at least, well, I guess it was in Cinders. That might be what I'm thinking of. Cinders, for those who don't know, is a complete DS3 overhaul mod that I'm quite fond of. Alright, well, I feel like with the axe we could take down the cursed-rotted Greatwood. Oh my goodness, it's so warm in this room right now. You're not going to come. You are going to come. I am not familiar with the Convergence mod, I'm afraid. Where is the summon? No summon? Alright. Suppose we don't really need a summon for the Cursed Red Greatwood. He might kill us. He is one of the more BS bosses in the game, to borrow a common phrase. Oh, come on. The elbow is the one that's hard to get. Yeah, the crotch zone and the hands and legs aren't too bad. But the elbow is incredibly difficult. That's exciting. I might have to look that up. That's a DS3 mod? You said you don't have DS3. See, it could hit the elbow if I was on the other side. But unfortunately, there was what we call a wall in the way. Fly back down. No. Okay. Ugh. Ugh, I hate this boss. I really hate most gimmick bosses in video games. I can't think of any gimmick boss that I would describe as good. Certainly not the Bed of Chaos. I've actually never seen that attack before. I also don't remember which one we were targeting. Oh, there's the little nubbin right there. Okay. Okay. Let's do a swipe. There's so swipey swipe. How am I supposed to hit that one? I suppose I have no other choice than to go for the crotch. I usually try and avoid the crotch as it's dangerous considering there's an arm sticking out of it. But it seems as though I might not have a choice. Oh, she lies down again. That works too. Wasn't what I had in mind, but that works too. Alright. The difference, I would say, is how much it influences the fight. For example, Ornstein and Smo I would describe as a boss with the gimmick of there's two bosses. Bed of Chaos is a gimmick boss because if you can't beat them by just hitting them until they die, they're a gimmick boss. That is my official law. Here we go, 1,000 hit points. I'm so sorry to say, I actually have to be right back. Be right back, chat. Please don't nobody go anywhere. And for now, I'm going to leave a poll up on the Twitch and YouTuber Eclipsex77. You are free to vote here. Would you rather I do a pyromancy build or a strength build? Either way, we'll have to wait until Rosaria to do pyromancy. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to do strength-based. I'm just going to do strength. That would be a boss with a gimmick. Let's, 1 second. We're back. we're back. Still playing. So we will be doing a strength build.
Well-fashioned one.
We will be
Made of
doing a
flames.
strength build. Let me go ahead and check what weapon we want. Let's see. Let's see. DS3 weapons. I just need to take a look at what weapons exist. I know which weapons are good. I just need to be reminded of what they are. Let's see. So, okay. Could use. I really like the Astora greatsword. That's a good one. I think this might be our best bet until we get the Black Knight Great Axe. I think caster builds are a lot better in DS3 than they are in previous engagements. I don't really remember. You know, we're doing a quality build. We're doing a quality build. We're doing quality. For those of you who don't know what quality means, it means we're going to get both strength and dexterity to 40. That is, of course, assuming we don't pick up the Black Knight's Great Axe before our strength reaches 40. If we do, then we'll do the Black Knight's build. That's how we're going to decide. That will be the deciding factor, chat, and I'm eager to see what we get. Also quite like this Chloranthy ring. It's very, very helpful. Ring of Steel protection would be nice, but there's no way we're getting to Archdragon Peak that early. It is a pain that we have to rank up the Black Knight's Great Axe with Twinkling Tightning, but you can buy it after you get the Dragon Chaser's Ashes. As for where the Dragon Chaser's Ashes are, I don't remember. They're not on the person in Ithilil Dungeon, are they? Who's doing the emo? Are they? Are they? They might be. They might be, chat. Anyway, large club has good scaling. 148 plus 58, 148 plus 55. It's so odd. This also has some dex scaling, so we get a little tiny bit more. Yeah, we're gonna stick with this then. Alright, and there's a guy we hate here. Do you guys believe in me and my ability to crush the guy I hate? At 308 with one hit. Oh, gods damn it all. Huh? We're alright. One more hit will take him down. The door at least gives you a few seconds of reprieve. If we do get a Black Knight weapon from one of the Black Knights on the Road of Sacrifices, then that's what we'll use. But we're not going to farm for Black Knight's weapon. If it drops, great. If not, oh well. Yeah, I've 100%ed this game, Eclipse, so it's a little odd having to go to New Game Plus 2 to get a worse version of something I already have. Usually I like to be able to OHKO these guys, but I guess that's not going to be the case here, is it? Chat, I have a question I want to ask of you, and this is something I normally wouldn't ask because I'm a little hesitant of trusting your response, but it's not as though I can trust Cadence's response either. So I mentioned I was doing a shock collar stream today, and Miss Anarchy came up to me very quietly and said, "Hey, is it alright if I borrow the shock collar after you're done?" I asked her what she wanted it for, and she didn't really give me a straight answer. So I'm not quite sure what to make of that. What do you think, chat? What do you think? Scent. I don't think it's scent, Frog God. Probably keep the shock collar away from her. She assured me she has no ill intent. She told me she wanted to try it out by herself, which seemed a bit odd to me. Again, I'm not quite sure what to make of it. Oh cool, their animation is long enough that I can do my overhead swing. It's convenient. I suppose if we're going for the Black Knight's gear, we could use our Tight Knight already, because that uses twinkling, which means we will need to go back and fight the lizard that we skipped. So that should be fun, right? Ugh. These creatures. They're not so bad if you get them before their wings sprout, but once their wings sprout, they're awful. Horrifying. Okay. Okay. One more. And we're good. Ah, gods. Now we're good. This game hands out Tight Knight like candy, Eclipse. So very much Tight Knight to be had. Eh. Eh. What if we tried a little bit of case test as well? Just for fun. Just for you guys. Nah. Nah. Okay. Okay, so the grass crest shield is here, so I'll need to pick that up. But beyond that, I don't remember that there's any... I don't believe that there's anything we need to acquire within the depths of the swamp. Let's see, if we're going to the Smoldering Lake, we need to go through the catacombs. So, that means we should head through the poison swamp, chat. I would rather not. I would also rather not deal with these crabs. Alas, I have to head through the poison swamp and deal with these crustaceans. And I've been invaded by Hazel. I've never misinputted the kick, Eclipse. Unless you're referring to trying to do a kick and not being able to. Which does happen occasionally, I suppose. They did, Aerie. Honestly, they should be ashamed. Oh god, he has a lot of health. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. I don't know why I bother healing when one attack gets me down to pre-healing levels. I may have forgotten that Hazel invaded. That may have completely slipped my mind. Oh my goodness, that's painful. Yes. Got the flash dart. And there we go. Hello, Mr. Crab. Farewell, Mr. Crab. Killing the baby crabs aggroes the large crabs and draws them directly towards your position. The Forbidden Chef's Hat. I've never heard it called that before, but that is a very apt description, Harry. Oh, come on. See, these are the equivalent of the little knight guys Cadence was fighting in DS2, but you'll notice they're used a lot more sparingly. They're not just shoving 15 of them in a given area and calling that an enemy placement. There's variety, there's different types of them. Some of them have shields, spears, some of them have swords, some of them are casters. There's some variety within that. To say nothing of the different enemy types that are smattered around with them. Heretic staff. Okay, like I said, we do still need the Grass Crest shield, and then we're going to make for the Poison Sword. Do we need the Ember? Chat, do we need the Ember? I don't necessarily know that we do. Again, it just depends on whether or not we're going to find the Black Knight's Great Axe. I guess we'll do the Black Knight's Great Axe. I want to do the Black Knight's Great Axe. Let's just do the Black Knight's Great Axe. Likewise. Alright, now where is that shield? That shield that I crave. The shield that I desire. The shield I require. Hello, Mr. Crab. Hello, Mr. Crab. You're quite angry. I understand that. But I'm not here to bother you. I'm here to acquire a shield. I will leave you and your kin. Ah, there we go. Unbothered. In your lane. As long as you do the same. Grass crest, my beloved. You can wear it on your back and you still get the effect. So that with the Chloranthy ring and our stam regen is insane. Hello. I do like the club this guy drops, but the Exile Greatsword the other guy drops is my favorite weapon in the game, bar none. Ugh, a lot less damage than I'd hoped. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do some cheesy cheese strats. That's alright, because who doesn't like some cheese in their sandwiches, right? Any sandwich is made better by the addition of cheese. I think we can all agree on. Great club. How's the... Not nearly as... Oh, welcome in, Jinzoka. I hope you're doing well. I'm always so happy to see you. Okay, so we could go down there, or we could go get the Ember. Again, I don't know that we need the Ember. Yes, no. We got rid of that redeem quite a while ago. Okay, 188.75. 148.59. But I do really like that. It is my favorite sword. But I can't wield it, so axe. And we got some Estus that we need to go get rid of. How has your day been, Jinzoka? Give me a 1 to 10 if you don't mind me asking. Always make sure to say, if you don't mind me asking, just in case there's somebody who deeply minds, or just doesn't want to talk about their day. That's totally fair if you don't want to talk about your day.
Ashen.
What?
Let's see, that's about 100 loss. 88 plus 58, and then drops to 130. So that'd be a 58-point loss, and a 58-point loss. So that's a 116-point loss. So this does technically do slightly higher damage, but I really don't think it's worth it.
Pretty like that.
Let's reinforce this so we have that until we get our other axe. Much of it was unconscious, you give it an 8? Well, sometimes days like that are the best kinds of days, Jinzoka. Wouldn't you agree? Alright, time for the worst area in the game. The worst area in the vanilla game, I should specify. Pretty much all of the Ring City is miserable. Well, the first half of the Ring City is miserable. With the angels. But after that, it gets quite fun, I think. And then you hit the poison swamp, and it's not fun anymore. You need to wear poison absorption. 64, 68, 22, 43. Alright. So, what we need here is a Estus Shard. And to hit the 3 things that let us actually progress with the game. If I'm not mistaken, the Estus Shard is right there. I think that's it. Ay, we don't have any moss as far as I know. Nope. We are, in fact, without moss. I believe there's another item in the Dark Wraith Cave that was good. Over that a ways? We're going to avoid being poisoned, chat. We're going to manage to avoid it this entire time. Wa-da-da-da-da-da. You know how it is. You know how it is. There is the greatsword here, the one that's a reference to Guts Berserk. That being said, I'm not a Berserk fan. Anything with overt themes of sexual assault, I refuse to engage with. Which I don't think is that extreme of something to say, but people have been quite upset with me when I've said that before. Which, I mean, weird hill to die on, but at least you're dead, as they say. Oh, I hate these guys. Standing up ones who want to hug you. Oh, they're the worst. No hugs! Chat, I would gladly hug any one of you. But not the sky. No hugs. Speaking of hugs, I have been trying to give Miss Anna Kitty more hugs. It's very clear how desperately she needs them. I have been trying to sort of help her out, and hopefully she'll feel less alone as she spends more time with the rest of us. Exactly, Jinzoka. At the very least, you have to acknowledge that it's not A, suitable for everybody, and B, not everyone's particular cup of tea. I have not seen Akira. I'd very much like to, I just haven't found the time. I farmed so many of these things when I was trying to 100% the game for their Wolf's Blood Swordgrass. I did have the time today, but I didn't do that. I told myself I was going to read some manga as well, and then I spent the day reading Blue Archive stories. So, I guess I lied. Okay, we just need to find the dark zone. We're actually going to travel back to try and find that. We're gonna get poisoned, but it's okay, we have moss. We have 2 moss now, okay? And I want you guys to keep that in mind when you're worried about the toxin one might ingest if I navigate something like a Twitter. It's alright. We have the purple moss. We have the moss. He's going to hit me while I'm eating my moss. You cannot do that to a woman, especially when you're attempting to woo. If you see a woman consuming her moss, do not bother her, chat. And especially do not touch her and then lay on top of her in that manner. Let that be a lesson to you all. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. The woman won't enjoy it, and she'll probably call the police on you. Sage it's called. That's which we don't need. But I suppose we have. Don't. That's the great sword, I think. Might be a key. It's kind of big. No, I think that's a great sword. That is my assertion. It's that or that is a great sword. I think it's that one. Well. Please die. That's kind of frightening. Shadows down there, twitching. We're going to die. I suppose we could try and avert this fate. As they say, no fate but that what we make. No fate but what we make. If things ever seem bleak, let that be a lesson. You can always turn around and hit the ground with a great axe until the enemies stop pursuing you. And I think that's a lesson that a lot of people need to learn. Is it's okay to slam the ground with your great axe periodically. It's okay to go investigate the fallen friends that we miss with our whole heart. My boys. My boys. My poor angels. They did not deserve this sort of treatment. Our crab, who we should be avoiding. I'm sorry to say, I'm not a fan of a large crab. I think he's on the frightening side of things. And personally, I do not enjoy the sensation of being frightened. I know there's a huge market for it, which seems incredibly odd to me, but I suppose it's rather like masochism, isn't it? The kinds of people who would enjoy being shocked by a shock collar might also be the kinds of people who would enjoy being frightened by a piece of film or a video game or what have you. Heck, yes. Undead Bone Shard. Do we need to ascend? I'm going to get the bonfire anyway, just so we have it if we end up needing it later, but I don't believe that there's anything we need up there. There might be an essence plant? Maybe? Maybe, but I really don't think so. Of course, why you go up here is for the demon lady, so you can get her drops, but we don't need her drops. And I'd just as soon wait until we had our actual weapon instead of this. speaking of our actual weapon, we're gonna know a lot more. That is very true. Is these souls can be quite handy. So I guess we might as well fight her. I suppose. I really do hate our outfit. We should go get the we should go get the Firekeeper's outfit. It looks a lot nicer. And we definitely have the HP to survive the fall now. Plenty of souls. Yeah, I think we'll go do that after we finish up here. Alright, large demon. Hello there. Come on. You know what I was thinking the other day, chat? I have not done karaoke in probably around a year's time. It's kind of sad. I used to so love it. However, I was singing Baka Mitai just to myself yesterday, and it was incredibly frustrating because I wasn't able to hit any of the notes that I was previously able to. You know what I think? I think this should be our build right here, chat. I think this is what the kids call pimp. Wouldn't you agree that this is pimp? Am I using that term correctly? Pimp? Pimp? It's pronounced pipe? You think it's skibbity toilet? I see. That build is quite skibbity toilet in that case, Frog God. That is the last thing we need to extinguish before we can move on from this wretched hellhole. No, I'm not using any mods. This is vanilla DS3. Please. Please let me fit. There we go. Skibbity is good. Ohio is bad. I have never been to Ohio. Is there a reason why it's considered low quality? So the problem here is this is bait. The crystal lizard wants to sprint up the stairs so that you might chase it and get murdered by its friends. Which is exactly what's happening here. However, if you do that, look at that. Now a whole bunch of people are following you. So we do have a heavy gem now, which I guess we will infuse into our axe, because again, we're going to be using this axe until we get the other axe. And then we're going to be using the other axe until the end of the game. Specifically, they say the Ohio Riz. I see, are people from Ohio known for their charisma? Well, that is, as they say, quite Sigma. Right? Quite Sigma of you. Leet. I don't know. That's very Riz of you to say, Frog God. Very Riz indeed. Okay, so it's forward. You have to have an adjective. Is Riz not treated as an adjective? Can I not say that's very Riz of you? I suppose that would be an adjective. She's mewing all over the place. No, that's Brytknee. She mews. I simply speak. So it would be Sigma Riz. Oh, Frog God, that is quite Sigma Riz of you to say. Is that proper? I'm afraid I'm not familiar with all of these newfangled phrases.
Ash little oak, it will. Ashen one.
What?
Yes, that's quite dab of you, Sonya. I agree. Oh, we didn't get the giant's hole. I forgot to pick up that hole. Perhaps we should go get it? I suppose that might be the play. Wait, and reinforce.
What? Pradeep.
Okay,
Well,
I guess we'll go get that coal.
farewell, Ashen one.
And now that our Estus flask is so much better, I think we shan't have any issues. I did not mean to go here. Hello, Lizo boy. I hope you're doing or properly. Lizo 0 B0YS. I hope you're doing well. I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure how umlauts are supposed to be pronounced, but I did my best. And that's all anybody can truly ask from chat. If you give it an honest shot and you're unable to do it, nobody should shame you for that, as long as the case isn't that you're unwilling to learn. If you try your best and fail and somebody tells you how to do it better next time, and you don't heed that advice, that then becomes your fault. See, this axe is very, very good now. Alright, do you think he's gonna give up his sword, chat? Certainly not without a fight. Nope. There is a glitch, however, here. Do you guys see these pots? These pots are actually frozen in time. Look at that. And the shards don't go anywhere. I have no idea why those pots of all are frozen in time. See, realistic physics apply to most of the pots in the game, but those sets, for whatever reason, do not allow physics to apply. $20,000 souls, my goodness. Well, that'll be plenty for the tower, so we can go get the, thing that we so desire. You know the one. Key.
Ashen
Look at that.
one.
It's basically just a free... What did we go there? Oh yeah, very cool. A free tower.
What? Yeah, great.
There we go. Now it's got better scaling on the strength. As long as we keep leveling up our strength, this weapon will keep growing with us, which is nice. I don't believe the Great Knight's sword can be infused. Or Great Knight's, Black Knight's Great Axe. I don't believe it can be infused. If I'm incorrect, then I'll be upset that I wasted my heavy gem. But I don't believe that it can be infused. If somebody in chat wants to correct me now, it would be an ample opportunity. As usually, I am quite intelligent. You would have no... I'm not taking a shock on that one. As I said, I'm usually quite intelligent. I'm not taking a shock on that one. Okay. I closed my eyes briefly because I was pontificating chat and I did not pay attention, so I walked off the ledge on the wrong way. That's what happened. Didn't mean to send it back down. That's a pain. I believe the Estus ring is down here as well, is it not? Which is not great, but it's certainly better than the blood bite ring. See, that is the safe place to jump down. It's on that copy. However, here, there's the item. Oh, nothing ventured. Again, I'm not taking a shock for it. I'm not taking a shock. I'm not taking a shock if we die from falling in this place where you need to fall. Because to me that says poor design more than anything. Gods, if we have to wait for this fog wall every single time, I'm going to be quite put out. I fall down, as Miss Harper would so eloquently put it. You know what the problem was? I think the problem was we were wearing too many clothes. Did you ever think about that, Kat? Did you ever consider that possibility? I think that was the issue. See? As I said, too many clothing. Too much clothes. See, that would be good, I'm drawn. That would be quite good. There we go. I love this outfit. I think it works good with the witch's hat that you can acquire. But it works just fine without any sort of accessory. Or any sort of headwear, rather. I do like the Master's outfit as well, but not quite as much as the Firekeeper set. Okay, if they're so keen on keeping me from going there. The Uchi Katana is once again a fantastic beginner dexterity weapon. And in this case, you don't even need to murder a merchant for it. Alright, so keep ruins. Just have to find the last key to this door. These things have always bothered me. I'm not quite sure what they are. They look like egg sacs for the crews, perhaps, would be my uneducated guess. But they've always bothered me. That's very true, Fizz. Well, perhaps some people are unaware of the sellsword twin blades. Personally, I'm incredibly fond of basically all the twin blades, or twin weapons in general. I did a playthrough as Sister Freed, wherein I used her scythe that you can turn into a dual scythe. And it was excellent, and I loved it. It was one of my favorite playthroughs I've done on this game. It's so much fun. So much fun. However, I didn't do it this time because as much as I would love to do decks for you guys, since I know you guys are craving it, I didn't want to bother to either cheat engine or drop for myself the Freed site. I will not be taking a shock for that, as I was in the corner and I should have been able to walk up that. Not taking a shock for that. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I'm sorry if that's disappointing. I'm not going to do it. I said 2 to 5, Frog God. I've lost count, but I think that was number 5. I believe that that was number 5. So, totally no more deaths. That's right, despite the fact that we have to go fight the Abyss Watchers very soon, and the Abyss Watchers are quite hard. No more deaths. No more. I'm so hungry. I ate before stream, but I'm not sure. I guess I need more. Dinner tonight, however, will be a spectacular affair. Shoot, I was supposed to start meat marinating. I'll have to text Bunny. She's going to be quite put out with me. Excuse me, this is already put out? Ugh. We just walked in a circle around this, didn't we? We need to go over there. Did you see it through the trees ever so briefly? We need to go that direction. Ugh. Let me shoot her a message. She's not. She's. But we'll see. Free clickety clacks, yes. Nobody has redeemed clickety clacks in, I want to say, like 2 years? Let's see. It hasn't been enough. Okay, over that way. That way. Okay. Ugh. This doesn't look right. Oh, yes it does. I know where we are now. Kind of crazy that these little things grow into those big things. That's kind of insane. I understand those are elders, but still, they don't look like the same species. Ugh. Especially given their ability to call the souls of the damned. There we are. that's unfortunate. I would very much like to use one of those homeward bones. Alas, I am pursued by specters. No, you don't. No hugs. No clips. No. Called talent. It's called skill. Okay, so we have the ubers, the creatures, the abyss dwellers to be fought, unfortunately. Shriving stones, those are always helpful. We have the abyss dwellers to be fought, and they could prove to be a challenge. Still, I'm sticking by what I said. I said no more deaths. There will be no more deaths on the stream, chat. I said what I said, and I meant what I meant. So there's a crystal lizard we could go kill. And we do need the, drop. The Twinkling Titanite. We do need the Twinkling Titanite. So, I suppose we shall do just that. Alright. This is what those crystal lizards grow into, Sonya. This is why I was killing them. These fiends would damage innocent lives. Oh, that one just dropped Titanite scales. Can we use... I guess we can. Interesting. We're going to take a brief sojourn from our combat here to go fight another crystal lizard, I think. Namely the one in the Cemetery of Ash. Poor Ash. It is nice that she gets her own cemetery, I suppose. Or he gets his own cemetery. I was originally thinking it in terms of a nickname for a woman named Ashley. But the Cemetery of Ash also brings to mind the Evil Dead franchise, which famously stars a man named Ash. So it is nice he gets his own cemetery just for himself. However, at the moment, the cemetery is infested. Chat. An evil lurks that must be purified. Now, Ash Williams eclipse. Well, I mean, he did retire from his Pokemon adventures. So that's like being dead for an anime character. That one just dropped the Titanite scale. Are you serious? Is this twinkling? Where is the twinkling that I crave? I was told on the wiki that that was twinkling. Oh, Sonya, I wouldn't say you're gross. I'm sorry, that was a bit too mean. That was a bit too mean, perhaps. I honestly feel most foods can be made worse by fermenting or pickling. I can't think of a single food I would rather eat pickled or fermented. Maybe umeboshi. Maybe umeboshi, but I haven't ever actually tried proper Japanese plum to compare it to. Soy sauce, that's very true as well. Soy sauce and umeboshi, and most alcohols. I would argue that grape juice is quite a bit better after being fermented. Well, that was just unfortunate what happened there. I am not a pickle girly, Eclipse says. Sonia, wine. Wine is a divine gift. Wine is one of the finest inventions humanity has ever created. Wine is truly the lifeblood of the world. Obviously, I'm a little biased as somebody who drinks an entire bottle a day, but regardless, I think everybody would agree with me how wonderful a nice wine can be. Side of the church where Gale is? Interesting. Hello, say Davy. I'm certain you're not referring to me. I would never engage in such behavior, and I have never engaged in such behavior. So I must plead ignorance to what you're describing. That sounds like, to borrow a phrase, a skill issue? Am I using that term correctly? A dab skill issue, a Riz skill issue, a skibbity skill issue. I love hard cider. I would say the best alcohol, bar none, is wine, followed shortly by mead. I do like a good honeyed mead. Some nice spices mixed in. This is not going the way I wanted it to. Okay. Ooh, we're all right. Everything is all right, chat. Listen, Frog. I'm coated now in a slight film of sweat that is, I believe, conducting the electric current and making things a lot worse. Hello, Marine Saint Leo. Welcome in. Thank you so much for the 100 bits. Mwah. I'm not sure why you're referring to this as a lean simulator. You're forcing the joke a little bit too much. I would accept screwdriver or estrus, but lean is stretching the joke, I think, a bit too far. Sonya, don't be gross. The problem is that there's multiple of them, Eclipse. If there was only a single target, potentially, but... Nay. No, unfortunately not, Imatron. I usually don't sweat. However, it is incredibly stuffy in the streamer room right now. And incredibly warm. I will be having a shower directly after stream. Is there not a summon? Do I not deserve help? Do I not deserve aid in my endeavors? Evidently not. The corner calamity is so real. Alright, there we go. They've dedicated themselves to Artorias of the Abyss, Sonya. They fight similarly to him, and they do their best to keep the Abyss at bay. Gods! Well, at least it doesn't have much health. It is. Eclipse. If our stamina bar was higher, we would have little to no issues with these bosses. There we are. As I said, no more deaths. You didn't see anything. But on the bright side, we are, I would say, 75% of the way towards our weapon. Just not bad. Certainly not bad. Nope. All we're going for is our axe until we get the Black Knight's Great Axe, Eclipse. That's all I want. Once we hit 40 strength, we will then get stamina, because first we should probably have taken some stamina earlier, but I don't care. We have a single Twinkling Titanite. Hey. Single Twinkling Titanite.
Ashen 1.
That doesn't sound like me, Eclipse. That doesn't sound like something I would do, ever. So unfortunately, we are going to have to end the stream just a bit early so I can make dinner, as we're making marinated steak skewers for dinner tonight at Stream House. And apparently Miss Harper is too— I'm sorry, I should specify. Cadence is too lazy to craft them herself. We're not going to end just yet, Frog. Actually, I really don't want to do this. We're gonna see if I can speedrun it. If I die, we end stream. Am I grinding deaths for free levels? No. No, I am not. Rather disrespectful of him to dodge the ball. Wouldn't you agree? Nope. Nope. Don't need the Karthus milk ring. Nope. They're wizards, Eclipse. That was always my reading of the situation, as they were little wizards who were enchanting balls. This is what happens when your abyss is not properly watched. You get abyssal skeletons attacking you. You can tell they're abyssal because they have red eyes. That means they've been gifted with power from the abyss. They have been gifted power from the abyss. I believe Sonia's about to make a weed stoner joke in chat. No, I was proven wrong. Alright. Not so much in DS3, Sonia. The glowing red eyes are indicative of the abyss. What I like about the balls, Eclipse, is when you break them, a little crab comes out on the second one. Not to worry, Eclipse. If you walk forward, then it triggers the rats, who will come and get killed by the ball. Vibe, Sonia? Alright, Iron Knight Tarkus. Hello, Mr. Rat. Oh, I'm sorry, Night Slayer Sorig. I don't know why I confused them with Iron Knight Tarkus. Disrespectful. Sorig, I haven't the time to fight you. I have a dinner to be crafting. And there goes Sorig. Sonia gives off the big sister vibes. That's so funny. Every community I introduce Sonia in, and Sonia has been a friend of mine for a very long time. Everybody always assumes Sonia's a woman. It's happened a great many times now. Is there... There's not anything we need back here, is there? Maybe? I don't recall. But these friends from DS1 make a reappearance. These good friends from DS1. Sonia is indeed the name of a woman, but Sonia is not Sonia's name, as you might imagine. As I imagine your legal name is not Eclipse X. They are very, very lethal in this game, Sonia. In DS1 you can block. DS3 shields are functionally useless. You were worried that you thought that you would have... What? What is that, Cafe Penguin? Also, I don't know what you're referring to. Oh, the shock collar? No, I'm very much not a masochist. I wouldn't describe myself as a sadist either. I just don't particularly think, for me, pain has any room in pleasure. Chat, there's so many skelemans behind me right now. There's so many skelemans. Look at how many skelemans there are. You think I want to fight that number of skelemans? That's too many skelemans. It's entirely too many skelemans to be fought. And down there is the axe that we crave. At least it's one of the earliest places you can acquire said axe. Here's the thing about this guy. Him and Mr. Mimic do not get on very well. Nor do him and Mr. Skeleman. These guys are so much easier when you have a proper weapon instead of those Castus I was using. Okay, I'll let the Skelemans fight him if they would like to. Easy. And look at that, more Skellingmans. So many Skellingmans. Far too many Skellingmans. Far too many of them. I must flee. These Skellingmans cannot be stopped. Cannot be bargained with. They know only their mission. Only death. I think it did. The old sage's blindfold, in case you didn't want to see where you were going. Alright, so here we are at the Smoldering Lake, which is one of the locations with a Black Knights with a great axe. I believe they are up there. Near the giant ballista, unfortunately. No, this is the Smoldering Lake, son. There's giant worms. No, the Ash Lake in DS1 is a thing of beauty. I would not say this is a beautiful locale. The worms are unfortunately a little too wormy to make it a beautiful location. Thank you for the undead bone shard. I did not lay a finger on the worm, Sonia. I did not touch him. It was not by my hand that he was robbed of his life. Well, Sonia, it dropped Lightning Stake, which, as you might remember, is Solaire's very favorite spell. I'll let you draw your own conclusions. How do we get up there again? I don't remember. But the best shield in DS3 is the Grass Crest shield. How do I get up there? Oh, I remember. Ugh. To go through the demon ruin, do I not? This crab! Ugh. This crab. Limestone point, right? Or speckle? I don't remember. I think it's the speckle. Flame would make more sense for this location, though. What do you mean by that, Sonia? What do you mean by that? So, in order to head up there to grind for our axe that we crave, we unfortunately need to head through this area, which is very, very optional. For us, it is not very, very optional. It is very, very mandatory. However, we will have a little friend to go through there with. A compatriot, companion, a friend. If you prefer.
Well, very then.
We'll at least get up to 100 stamp. Okay, and we will call it there. We're going to raid into... One moment. You know what? Let's raid into Sphedra. Why not? Why not? I will see you guys over there. For now, fare thee well.